only does McCain have skin that is constructed like the whole Grand Canyon, he also has a lot of goddamn nerve.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
I don't know if Santa is close to me or if I am in some type of fairy tale world, but it's a bunch of elves running around, and I'm telling you, who is the elf that is in the most trouble? Jeff Sessions is out here built like a whole goddamn goblin. You need to call Spider-Man. I know that movie just came out. You need to call Spider-Man to help out with this green goblin built ass bitch named Jeff Sessions. Here comes Jeff Sessions. Here comes Jeff Sessions, and it's been uncovered that as his ass was sent down there talking about, girl, I didn't have no contact with the Russians. I didn't have no contact with the Russians. I didn't have no contact with the Russians, bitch. I'm giving you crazy love, Corey. I have no meetings with the Russians, bitch. She had meetings with the Russians, girl, and it has all been laid out, girl. And Jeff Sessions in deep doo-doo. As this news is coming out, here comes Donald Trump on the motherfucking scene, bitch, like a rabid-ass squirrel. Just like that squirrel that was running around in New York City aggressively attacking 5 people. That's exactly what not only Donald Trump is built like, but that's what his hairline is constructed like. Here comes Donald Trump trying to distance himself away from his ass, from Jeff Sessions' ass, because all this truth is being uncovered. And now Trump is in the media. Trump is all over the place in public, dragging Jeff Sessions as if his ass wasn't a close ass member of his fucking cabinet. Doesn't make any sense. Trump does not realize that he's dividing the motherfucking Republican Party, and even though their asses did some dumbass shit that I will be addressing later on, this can cause a type of civil war in the Republican Party. So girl, I don't know what the hell's going on. Here your ass goes talking about, oh, your weak stance on Hillary Clinton has me gagging, girl, and I don't know why the hell your ass did that dumb shit in the first place. And then yet you drag Comey for being too hard on her. I don't understand. And neither do you, sweetheart, and neither does your shampoo. It's supposed to help clean your hair and not make it fall out, sweetheart. And before I go any further, I'm coming closer and closer to 50,000 subscribers. Make sure you sign up on Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianXpression so you can see what I'm up to, what I have planned for when I reach 50,000. I'm working on something cute. I hope that you guys like it. Nothing crazy, nothing extravagant, but it's just something that I might be working on for a little while. So I hope that you guys can get into it. Moving right the fuck along. So as Donald Trump is distancing himself from Jeff Sessions, and even the Republicans notice that shit, and they're just like, girl, that's kind of trash. But there's news coming out that he wants Ted Cruz's pelican-shaped head ass. He wants Ted Cruz's barnyard horse in a face-shaped ass. You know, I'm talking about antelope in a face-shaped ass. To replace Jeff Sessions as Attorney General. It's just, I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to say. And I'll talk about this later as well, but Donald Trump went up in front of the Boy Scouts, I think it was, some speech or some shit. He turned his ass around. I know he can barely do that with the way that his body is constructed like rusty gears. So he managed to turn his body around and look at somebody back there, I forget, it's one of his officials, talking about, oh, this person better get the motherfucking votes or I'm gonna fire his ass. It's like, girl, this is not cute. This is not cute. This is giving me dictatorship type of tease. You see what I'm saying? And y'all are just lollygagging around. Oh my God. Y'all underestimated his ass during the election. And bitch, you better not make the motherfucking same mistake underestimating his ass and what the damage his ass can do while he has control of the goddamn Oval Office. Talking about Republicans do little to protect their president and shit like that. You have got to be kidding me. The way that these people are sacrificing their morality and the lives of other people just to hold on to whatever seat they may have, whatever position, whatever political capital they may have in Washington. Girl, Trump, you need to sit your ass down, but I'm gonna tell you who also needs to sit their asses down. Here comes Paul Manafort. Let's read what he's up to. Senate committee issues a subpoena for former Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort to testify. The walls are closing in on your ass. The house of cards, I'm not talking about Uno cards. I'm not talking about like we're playing spades or I'm talking about the house of cards around you hoes is being blown to smithereens. I feel like I'm a boss at motherfucking writer. You hoes are going to be everlastingly shook, but you all know that. You all know that. That's why you're over here rushing to get some shit done, if that's what you want to call accomplishments. That's why you're over here rushing to get bills through the House and Senate and shit like that. We haven't even seen not one goddamn draft. We haven't seen anything that made no goddamn sense. Trump really took his bloated whoopee cushion, hot air balloon, blimp-shaped head ass onto media talking about for the past 17 years. Obamacare has wreaked havoc on Americans. Girl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Obama only had 8 years in office. What are you talking about for the past 17 goddamn years? Even if there was a typo or whatever, which I'm not understanding how there are typos in speeches put on teleprompters and shit, nobody sees the shit for the America, for the nation to see, for the whole world to see. I don't understand why there are typos. Okay, even if there was typos, you didn't read that sentence out loud and think, bitch, this don't make no goddamn sense. Oh, it's a mistake, bitch. You don't have time to be making mistakes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you started really stupid getting up there acting like this Affordable Care Act is serving me adolescent tease like it's 17 years old. Girl, bitch, if you don't sit down, this bitch is just running around in elementary school. She is 7 years goddamn old. Sit your ass down. Trump, I really got to give it up to you because as much hot air as your ass been spewing, it really don't make no sense how your ass hasn't just combusted, giving me Human Torch flame on type of tease. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. So repealing Obamacare has moved on to its debate stages with the help of John McCain's bedridden ass. So what this means, it was supposed to be a repeal and replace type of tease. They were supposed to have a bill already in place so that they could use this vote and say, hey girlies, we're going to repeal this shit. And they voted to do that when it was 50-50 and Mike Pence came in with that one vote and did that shit. And now it's supposed to move on to the debate stage. They're supposed to have 10 to 20 hours of debate with a bill that was supposed to replace the shit that they're repealing. Bitch, we have no motherfucking bill to replace this shit with. These hoes are running around here trying to come up with a zombie built ass bill. It's supposed to be like a skinny repeal or some shit they're talking about. I feel like they just throwing shit together, bitch. They finding some shit in the trash. Okay, we'll put this shit here. We find some shit in a dumpster. Okay, we'll put this amendment right here, girl, because we don't have no bill to be actually debating on. So let's just throw some shit together. Did Congress already approve that motherfucking amendment? Put this shit here too, bitch. And we just go. It is complete trash for John McCain ass to really get his ass up there. We know his ass is suffering from cancer and shit like that. He really got his ass in the motherfucking hospital, got operated on, I think, used the healthcare that we as American people pay for, really got his ass up there, and as soon as he was able to move his motherfucking old and decrepit ass legs, he took his legs right on to motherfucking Washington to strip the healthcare from the millions of Americans who paid to have his ass in the hospital in the fucking first place. John McCain, you are out here built like somebody's fucking scarecrow, bitch. And it really just doesn't make any sense because usually when something's built like a scarecrow, bitch, you know what I mean? It scares away the things that cause plants and shit not to grow. Why the hell is your hair at least not giving me some type of fountain of youth tease if you're over here built like a scarecrow, scaring away all of the predators, bitch? You really got to be fucked up the way that your ass came in there after you were just in the hospital. Bitch, I was hoping that you would just trip on your motherfucking hospital gown onto some hard ass towel, bitch, and you would choke before you had a chance to get your ass up into Washington and strip the healthcare away from people. You ain't worried about no motherfucking healthcare, especially when the taxpayers are paying for your ass to be running around here built like a motherfucking White Walker, bitch. Y'all hoes about to start doing brain and soul transplants into younger, newer bodies on our dime. Y'all do that shit before y'all give working class and middle class Americans a chance to live their goddamn lives, bitch. The disrespect. Y'all can pay for it. Obviously, Trump was talking about all his friends and how his friends, you know, they do some crazy ass shit on yachts and shit. He was alluding to orgies and shit that they have on yachts and shit right in front of the Boy Scouts and shit like that. So y'all can obviously pay for the shit if y'all paying for yachts and orgies and shit like that. He said this shit right in front of the Boy Scouts. Here come Donald Trump in front of the Boy Scouts talking about, yes, we're gonna kill Obamacare. Here come the Boy Scouts USA shouting and shit. Girl, it was so bad the Boy Scouts had to come out, like the actual organization, they had to come out with a statement saying, girl, we do not endorse political shit. It's just a tradition. We invite the sitting president to come and speak at the shit every year. It's no political tea, sweetie. We don't endorse no shit. Girl, that shit was bad. It looked bad. It really makes me wonder how badly Obama would have been crucified if he did half of a quarter of the shit that Donald Trump did. It don't make no sense. A lot of these Republicans pride themselves on being devout Christians, but they're okay with vulgarity as long as it's coming from a Republican mouth. Not here for it. And lastly, let's talk about Jared Kushner. Jared Kushner said that he had 4 insignificant meetings with the Russians. I don't understand. If you met with somebody 4 goddamn times, sweetie, you know, when I was in college and I went to my professor's office hours, it usually meant that that shit was significant, sweetie. I'm not gonna clear time out of my busy day just to go see that motherfucker. I like smiling in his goddamn face, bitch. What's my grade in this motherfucker? Obviously, these meetings were more significant. So the problem with that now is you have top secret clearance, okay? And for some reason you failed to disclose these meetings that you had with Russian bankers and Russian ambassadors when you applied for this top secret clearance. Your story changed from I didn't collude with the Russians to I did, but bitch, it really didn't mean anything. So here your ass comes saying, well, when I applied for top secret clearance, somebody must have sent over an incomplete file accidentally. I don't know how it got out, but I didn't get a chance to complete the form. Girl, this is not no parent-teacher ass conference ass motherfucking form. This is not no motherfucking permission slip in elementary school, bitch. You have me fucked up. I did the research and these girls are out here saying, girl, Jared, that's bullshit. A whole signature, a whole wet signature is needed for this shit to be approved anyway. So an intern can't accidentally just press send on this shit and it just moves. That's not how this shit works. Like it's a motherfucking agree to the terms and conditions ass social media network sign up fucking ritual or some shit. You don't read the shit, you just press it. That's not how this shit works, honey. I hope that each and every one of you dumb assholes who have tried to cover this shit up, it's obvious that this shit is happening. It's obvious that this shit is real. It's just that y'all are going through extra lengths to cover this shit up. And I hope that the tea spills on you hoes. I hope that you, Donald Trump, since you're not really that intelligent in the ways that would be needed to run a country, I hope that you pissed off the Republicans so much that they leak all your goddamn tea to every news station and to all these committees that are looking into your ass. I hope that all y'all hoes get arrested. Behind bars type of teas is what I'm aiming for. Impeach his ass so that indictments can reach your ass. Okay, have a good goddamn evening.